Mr. Revolver Guy here with DayAtTheRange.com. I'm back on the range for part 2 of suppressor accuracy. As you can see today, I'm going to start with my Ruger American Rimfire with Weaver scope. That is 4:16. It is set on 10 right now at the current time, and I've got a few branded 22 long rifle ammunition that is supposed to be specifically for suppressor use. So I've got the RWS Subsonic ammunition, and then I've got some new stuff I just recently ordered. It is the Norma Subsonic 22. This is not the same as Norma TAC. I have chronographed both of those rounds. The Norma TAC is about 1,100 feet per second. This one comes in at about 1,000 feet per second. And then you have CCI Suppressor ammunition Subsonic. This is the slowest of them all today, 970 feet per second. And then I have the Winchester Subsonic truncated cone. This is 1,065 feet per second. And then I have another variant of Winchester, 42 grain. The previous ammunition, this one, is a 40 grain ammunition. And I kind of go into the differences between the two in the first video. This one, Winchester Subsonic 42 Max, it is a 42 grain, and it is also 1,065 feet per second. We're going to put some rounds down range. We're going to use the phone scope to get a zoom in of the target and see exactly how we do. Today, we're going to do things a little bit different. I've got 5 3-inch targets down range. Typically, I shoot a 10-shot group. But today, what I'm going to do is, because I'm not quite sure, and this is going to be raw, exactly as if you're on the range with me today. Raw, pretty much unedited video, besides a few touch-ups. We've got 5 3-inch targets down range. And I also have a 5-inch target down range as a spotter. I'm going to use that 5-inch target to see exactly where each of this ammo prints, and then we're going to put 5 on the 3-inch target for accuracy's sake out of the Gemtech 22 Suppressor, along with the Ruger American Rimfire. And stay tuned, because I got 2 other rifles to follow this one. I've got 5 of the RWS Subsonic on target downrange on my spotter. Seems to pretty much shoot spot on. So now we're going to put 5 targets on the 3-inch shoot and see downrange. Whoa, that was a big flyer. Not sure what's up with that. Pretty sure it wasn't me, but we'll see. Third shot, pretty much back where the first one was. Another flyer, definitely not me. Remington, the RWS Subsonic, and the match of the Ruger American Rimfire, not so great. Five targets down on range. They're all on the 3-inch target, but definitely not happy with the group. We're going to move on to the Norma Subsonic 22. Now we're going to move on to the Norma Subsonic 22. It's printing a little low, but still pretty much the crosshairs are on the target. So we're going to take these 5 shots down range on the middle target and see how the Ruger American Rimfire does with the Gemtech 22 Suppressor. Three shots on the 4th. Wow. Ruger American Rimfire. When I say wow, folks, I don't mean impressive. As much as I love the Ruger brand, this particular Ruger American Rimfire and the 22 Gemtech Suppressor, not grouping so well today, but would be very capable of a rabbit or any type of varmint at 50 to 75 yards. So now we're going to specifically, this one's actually branded suppressor by CCI. 970 feet per second. We're going to put five rounds down range on the spotter, and then we'll get 5 on the target to see how she does. All right, I got 5 rounds in the Ruger American Rimfire with Gemtech 22 suppressor, along with the CCI suppressor, 970 feet per second, long rifle ammunition. Because of the velocity, this one will probably be much quieter. What's interesting to me is in the spotters, it seems to shoot pretty much spot on with the others. But we're going to put the 5 shots down on range, see how she groups. Vertical stringing, pretty quiet though. The last shot with CCI suppressor. CCI suppressor showed some potential, but there's a lot of vertical stringing with the suppressor. I think what we'll do at some point, I had not planned on making a part 3, but I think we'll make a part 3 at this point and shoot this same ammunition without the suppressor, at least in the Ruger American Rimfire, and see how she does. Please hang in there with me. We're sure to get some tighter groups because we've got Winchester coming up. If not, I do plan as part of this episode to break out the bedded CZ455 and see how it does with the Subsonic suppressor branded ammunition. We're going to put 5 rounds down range of the Winchester Super X truncated cone on the 3-inch target, see how she does. Ruger American Rimfire definitely does not like the Winchester white box branded Subsonic truncated cone. Now we're going to move on to the Winchester 42 grain Subsonic and see how it does downrange on target. Now we're going to go with the Winchester Subsonic 42 grain Max, 1,065 feet per second. My battery's going dead on me here in my camera, so I may not be able to get the CZ today. But we'll shoot these last 5 groups and see where we are with battery or battery life on the camera and see if we can squeeze in the 455. Ruger American Rimfire, definitely not a target rifle, but very much so a varmint hunter and capable of any varmint at 50 to 75 yards with the ammo that's on the table today. I can say I should give it a little bit more credit because I have shot it this particular configuration with SK standard and it shoots lights out. I get 1/2-inch groups at 50 yards downrange, but with this particular ammo that I'm shooting today, I didn't get those kind of groups, but still capable of any sort of quiet varmint hunting. Mr. Revolver Guy, DayAtTheRange.com.